Now we are currently dealing with the amendment of Gauteng Petitions Act 5 of 2002, which we have decided to amend because we have picked up some challenging with the act, especially when we receive petitions from petitioners. So we then had decided to come up with amendments, but not to amend the whole act, but certain sections of the act, because if you can see, there's only, you will see in the amendment bill of this act, there's only 11 clauses that are affected, not the whole act, only 11 sections of the principal act or the main act or the current act, if I may put it that way, is only 11. And now, before you embark on this process and to avoid constitutional challenges, we have to make sure that each and everything or process that we embark on while amending or making law as mandated by the Constitution, because it's a known fact that all provincial legislatures, their main functions or mandate is to make laws and to play an oversight over the executive. So in coming up with this amendment, because in amending we are, by the way, making laws, so we had to make sure that we comply with the provisions of the Constitution. And if I may just mention one, Section 17 of the Constitution, which guarantees the right of a petitioner to bring a petition to the legislature. Section 115 of the Constitution also provides for the committee, while or when the petition is submitted, to receive that petition from the petitioner. That is Section 115 of the Constitution. I'm mentioning that because I want to show that this process is regulated by the Constitution. It's also regulated by our standing rules. It seeks to amend the long title of the Principal Act, which is your Petitions Act 5 of 2002, meaning that the long title of the Principal Act or the current act will be affected, whereby we will be amending certain definitions of the Principal Act. For an example, the definition of your accounting officer, the definition of the Constitution. You know, in the Principal Act, you will find that we say the Constitution means the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, Act 108. You know, there is no such a thing. So it's just the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. You end there. So we are amending the long title, which deals with definitions of the Constitution, and what it seeks to achieve there. It's to make sure that the right of a petitioner, as appears in the Constitution, is protected. That is what this bill seeks to achieve. It also seeks to provide for what is called your province's constitutional mandate. Also seeks to provide for the alignment between the municipalities and the legislature, because we know municipalities are also dealing with petition. So this bill also seeks to bring that alignment and make sure that there is no, the legislature does not in a way encroach on the functions of the municipalities. So what it seeks to do is to standardize the norms and standard of the municipalities, and to make sure that there is no that type of encroachment between the legislature and the municipalities. Also to avoid whereby you find that the legislature is dealing with the same petitions which the municipalities are also entertaining on the other side. It's a waste of time, and also it ends up bringing unnecessary backlogs, of which currently the Petitions Committee is sitting with. And it's one of its objectives to make sure that, and it will benefit the committee once this bill becomes an act, because it will also assist to reduce that backlog. Also, to make sure that before a petitioner can come to the legislature, they must show cause that they did also exhaust internal remedies where this petition was supposed to be submitted, meaning they must show that they've tried to exhaust the available remedial measures before coming to the legislature. Also, it provides for accountability by your executive, because like I've mentioned, one of the mandates of the legislature is to play an oversight and to hold the executive accountable, to make sure that if there was any petition referred to any department, for an example, human settlement department, for an example, we as the legislature or petitions standing committee, we will expect the relevant department to provide the petitions committee with the process they followed in reaching their decision. They are expected to provide the committee with a full report of how they processed that petition and how they arrived at their decision. So this bill, that is one of the objectives, to make sure that the senior officials are sent so that they are able to take decisions right there and there. That is one of the objectives of the committee as well. And also to regulate the provincial government, especially when with regard to your oversight role. So this bill is also seeking to regulate the provincial government oversight role as well. That will also be covered in the amendment bill. Yeah, thank you very much.